Good morning, everybody. It's Scott Dillon here from the SAP Cloud Platform Center of Excellence. And today it's Friday, a little short piece of enablement for everybody on how to make the procure to pay process a little more efficient using SAP Cloud Platform. So as you can see on the screen, there's a Fiori Launchpad. And it's a standard Fiori Launchpad, and this is available on our publicly available demo system. But I want to draw your attention to this purchase order approval tab that has way too many purchase orders in it. There's 319. Should never be that many, but it's a demo system, and lots of people at SAP and lots of our customers use it to play around and test some of the services on Cloud Platform. But nonetheless, there's an easy way provided by SAP out of the box to do purchase order approval. Same thing with invoice approvals. So here we can see that we've got the details of a purchase order, and down the right-hand side, it's very much a two-button process. I mean, we're talking about reduced training here. We're talking about the ability to log in, have a quick glance at the information, and in 2 clicks, basically 1 click to activate the tile. Then you bring up the display, and then boom, you have the 2 buttons. So, and this is great, and you can use this on a desktop, you can use it on a tablet, you can also use it on a mobile phone. It's responsive, it's adaptive, it uses our UI5 enterprise class framework in behind the scenes. So this is all amazing stuff. However, can we make it even easier? Can we make it even better for people that are on the move, having access to their mobile phone? So let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to try to mirror my phone. This might take me a second to orchestrate. I apologize. Give me a second here. See if I can get this. Hold on. Okay, here's my phone coming up. And so SAP has published. And so let's talk about what that means, because going mobile is not trivial. Going mobile entails building the mobile app, which is in and by itself difficult. If you want to do something with Apple, you had to have a very specific skill set. Same thing with Android. But that's the starting point. And then you have integration, you have security, all these things that are necessary to build a quote unquote simple mobile app, right? So what if SAP took the trouble of building an application called SAP Mobile Cards, which you see here on the top left? I'm going to click it. And then what we're going to see is we have this apparently empty application, which you think, well, what's the value in that? Well, and I've by design, I've cleared out all my cards so I can show you the entire process from start to finish. But let's say you are an organization that has decided to use mobile cards, and you simply click the bottom 3 dots as a user. And I could have deployed some of these cards by default, but I go to all, and let's click this P&T agenda card and say subscribe to it. And from that point on, now I'm subscribed to that card, and all of this changes going forward. So I can be sitting back with my phone, somebody in the back end makes a change, and this card will automatically update. But you can see it's a very small footprint. So you need to think of the kinds of business processes that would be relevant for this. And so this was an agenda that we did for an event this week. So we had people install the Mobile Cards app, and we simply delivered the agenda for the day with the Mobile Cards application. But now, how about if we make it a bit more interesting? How about if we want to interact with the card? Because what's really important here, again, is that SAP has built the mobile application. So as a customer, you're not taking care of the creation of the mobile app. You're taking care of the creation of the content, which I think is a very big differentiator here for the way that we're going to market with these mobile cards. So let's go back. Let's go back to subscriptions. Let's take this mobile cards PO mobile card, and let's see what that gives us. So now what's going to happen in behind the scenes, the mobile card application is contacting mobile services. Mobile services has been configured to contact this demo system that's in the cloud with the 300 and plus purchase order approvals in it, and I've configured it to bring down 5 cards. So momentarily we should see the number on the bottom. If you're watching the iPhone, we should see new cards go from 1 up to 6, because I'm trying to bring down 5 mobile cards from that SAP system that we have running in the cloud. And it's also worthy to note, I believe, that we can support ECC for sure. We can definitely support S4, and we might even be able to go back, and I have never tried this, but to enterprise for some customers that are really haven't had the chance yet to get beyond 4.7. If you've got a NetWeaver gateway system in place where you can surface those OData services that we need to make these cards render, or REST services. So that's another important point. This can be used for SAP environments or non-SAP environments. So, okay, so we've got 6 cards. So what does that look like? So if I go back and I click on all cards, okay, so now I see 2 cards, and you can see that there's a paper clip attached to the PO approval. So if I go there, people will see of course, I have a picture of my home ski hill, which is Saint-Sauveur in Quebec, and you can see I've got 5 cards now. And you say, okay, well, that's great. Well, how does this really help me as a buyer? Well, if I happen to click on this action button, I can say approve PO, and I can just say test for PO approval, and done, and approve PO. And so what's going to happen now, that's going to fire off that approval to the back end. And so then you're thinking, okay, so I configured it to do 4 cards. What's going to happen in the meantime? Well, what happens in the meantime is that it will go out based on a hash, bring down a new card, which has already happened because now it says new cards 2. I had 1 for the P&T agenda, which I haven't selected yet, which is why it still says that one's new. And I also have a new card now brought down to top up from 4 to 5. So you'll be walking around with your iOS device, your Android device, and proactively we'll be sending out those PO approvals. So easy to use, easy to create the content, push notifications for real-time updates of purchase order approvals that are required to be done. Easy. SAP Cloud Platform Mobile Services, delivering mobile cards. Everybody have a great day and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.